Hey, my name is Kegan, and I am about to tell you how the kid I was babysitting got me arrested. When I was in high school, I babysat this kid named Jeremy every summer. I was going into my junior year of high school, and this was my third summer in a row babysitting little Jeremy. He was a good kid to babysit, but sometimes he would get the sudden urge to break things, which for a kid, I guess is normal. One time he broke the TV remote by throwing it down the stairs. Another time he broke 2 plates because he didn't like the dinosaur nuggets I made him. Anyways, it was midsummer but pretty cloudy outside, which didn't happen often. Whenever it did, we would go to the movie theater and watch a movie that was connected to my favorite mall. The reason it was my favorite is because Jimmy worked at the skateboard shop in the mall. I had the biggest crush on Jimmy ever since freshman year of high school. He would always give me the eye whenever he saw me, but we only said hi to one another if we did see each other. So that day, me and little Jeremy went to the mall. As we were driving, he kept telling me that he wanted to see the recent horror movie that just came out about monsters versus aliens. But I kept telling him that he would have nightmares, and his mom wouldn't let him. It made him pretty upset, but once I told him we could go into the video game store before the movie, he quieted down. Right when we got into the mall, he heard a huge bang outside. The thunderstorm that was supposed to sweep over started, and Jeremy was deathly afraid of thunderstorms. This really put him in an iffy mood for the day. We walked around the mall for a while because the movie wasn't starting for another hour, so we went over to the video game store. Jeremy's face lit up once we got it. He was a huge gamer and knew all about the games and such. He could sit there for hours and play the demo games, but I wanted to go early so we had time to stop by the skateboard store and say hi to Jimmy. Unfortunately, like with everything else, Jeremy was a pain to get off the video games and didn't leave without a pouty mood. After we got out of there, we walked over to the skateboard store and there he was. Jimmy, at the checkout counter. I told Jeremy to go check out the skateboards while I went to go say hi to Jimmy. I walked over and he was really happy to see me. For the first time, we started to have a conversation, but I couldn't even remember it because I was just looking into his dreamy blue eyes. Jeremy then started tugging on my purse and told me we had to go because the movie was starting soon. So then I said bye to Jimmy and we started off towards the door, and right when we walked out the front door, a big security guard grabbed my arm and told us to come with him. He escorted us to a back room of the mall. When we walked in, we saw a ton of screens with cameras watching every corner of the mall. He took my purse out of my hands and started looking through it. He took out a video game disc that looked to me like Monsters vs. Aliens. Right away I knew exactly what was going on, but it was hard to explain myself with the security guard standing right in front of me while handcuffed to the chair. When I told him, I can explain this, he told me to be quiet or he's going to put me in the cell. The security guard started telling me that stealing is extremely irresponsible and that he's going to have to call the police to take me into the station. I started crying because I didn't want to go to jail. I've never even gotten in trouble in school before, and now this? Then Jeremy said, I'm the one that stole it. The security guard looked very confused because Jeremy was only 10 years old. Jeremy explained that he took it from the video game store because I wasn't going to let him watch the movie. The security guard then apologized to me, took off the handcuffs, and started explaining that this could have ended a lot worse, and to make sure you're watching little kids all the time. Let's just say I'm a way more aware babysitter than before. Just wanted to tell my tale. Thanks for listening.